There comes a time in everybody's life where you just have to tell Spirit, can you sit the hell down? You're making me dizzy. We're going to talk about it. But first, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A year ago, I had a near-death-like experience, and ever since then, I could pick up on energies and I could even hear from God itself. I was told it would take me 14,422 lifetimes for my soul's journey to be completed. So I decided to start a social media platform so I can help more people, speed this thing on up, and finally get the heck up off the earth's skull. Tired, stressful, being human with all the bills. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Instructions for Humanity. It is your girl, your spiritual teacher, Tahirah, where I teach the divine message I received that we are all one in love. Grow with me, guys. Love with me. It's going to be a great ride. Okay, guys, another special episode because I had a meeting of the spirit mind with my late brother-in-law that passed away 2013. We had a divine meeting, and what he showed me is gonna blow your mind. Where he is in his soul's journey is going to blow your mind. I bet you didn't even know that souls had the ability to do this. This is big. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get right into it, but I'm just going to share with you how I do it. How do I connect with spirit? Guys, people use tarot cards, people use crystals, people use all sorts of things. But guys, I don't have any gimmicks or tricks. What I use is an open heart, okay? How spirit communicates with me is if you imagine two beings with a hole cut out in their heart, and there's that light blue crystalline light flooding through. Imagine us standing side by side. That light that we're radiating out of our heart center, that is how we are communicating. We are communicating with love. And that is what I use to talk to spirit, guys. It's really just that simple. So that's why we have to be protecting our hearts, because our hearts is divinely connected to our soul. Okay. And we're going to talk about that in other lessons. But guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get right into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the recording. I went into meditation and I asked to speak to my brother and he showed up. But guys, I don't go into meditation until I feel spirit around me. So I knew I was going to have someone come through. I didn't know who it was, but I felt spirit near because I'll get antsy, I'll get jumpy, I'll get a little bit of heart palpitations. I just won't feel settled. And then that's what calms me down when I go and I lay down in my bed, I play my meditation music, and then I just allow spirit to go ahead and speak through me. So he was actually speaking through me, and at some certain points in the tape, guys, you'll be able to hear my voice drop down low. And so we were really tapping into him. He was really just speaking through me, and I really, really love that. Okay, so his name is Eric Pascal. We used to call him Naki. That was his nickname. So you will hear me refer to him as Naki on the recording, but I am talking to Eric Pascal, which is my late brother-in-law. So let's go ahead and play the tape. Then we're going to break all of this down so that we can find the spiritual teaching, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay, here we go. One moment.
T, I'm in your heart. I can be in all places. And I'm in their hearts too. Aisha's still my wife. She is still my light. I want to say but what? Can you show me where you are? I see his old body. I see him like shooting like a rocket, and when a rocket steams, he's moving so fast that there's smoke around him because I see him zipping across the cosmos, visiting, having fun actually. Going from planet to planet, from universe to universe, and really just exploring and being happy and being playful in the universe. He's playful in the universe. There's nothing to be said about it. He's very playful in the universe. He's still playing. He's moving so fast, just zipping. He's very playful. That's all I see. And is there anything else you want to say? Can you sit down, please? Can you stop zipping around? It's your new job? What are you doing? What is your new job? What's your new job? What's your new job? What's your new job? Why are you zipping around? Protection of galaxies. That's my new job. I protect different galaxies. Interdimensional. How do you do it? How do you protect them? With love. With love. With love. Is there anything else you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? I am a man of peace and love and prosperity, hope, I'm prayerful, I'm a man of patience, love, everlasting peace, everlasting love. I have kingdoms, or I am kingdom. I am a kingdom. I am a kingdom. Do you have any messages you'd like to give your children? Your boys. Any other messages? Any other messages you'd like to give? Just love. I'm still holding a football. holding love more. I'm kind of getting an image that the football is love in terms of like he's holding a football, but the football is made out of 100% love.
Oh boy.
I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. You know, I wouldn't be where I am had it not been without you, and I thank you. I thank you for that. I do. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. He's smiling so big, guys. So big. He's smiling so big. He has his braids and he has on that white t-shirt, brown jeans shorts. Got a little mustache too. Just smiling. Just light. Just love. And joy. I'm forever young too.
Okay, guys. We're going to leave it there. Okay. So there it was. Beautiful words from Spirit, guys. This was my brother-in-law who's been in my life since I was a baby. He is a brother to me, right? So we're going to go ahead and break all of this down. Let me go ahead and pull up that email. I took some notes too. So the first thing I want to say here is he was talking about my sister, right? When he said, Aisha is still my wife, she's still my light, right? So he was just, reassuring that, yes, what they had together was real, that they're still married. He still looks at her like she's the person who lights up his life. But then I heard the word but. And, I didn't was like, oh my God, I don't want to say but, you know what I mean? Because, that might make my sister sad, but I just had to go with what Spirit was telling me. When he said the word but, he said, but I'm far away and I'm complete. And I love that because guys, God is completeness. We are complete in God's love. That's the whole point. We are one in love. He gets that, right? Because he said he's complete. You cannot be complete without the love of God. And I love that a lot. The other thing is he said that he's far away, right? And when he got to talking about after he was zipping, guys, did you hear me tell him, can you sit down, please? He was moving so fast. Like when I tell you he was moving so fast, he looked like a rocket. He was like zipping all over the universe, all over the galaxies. Guys, he was a very playful man. Here on the Earth School, he was playful. Guys, I saw him doing the same exact thing. He was almost doing it in a way where he was showing off to me like, look what I can do. Look at my new abilities. It was wild because I'm like, he's still playful. He's still the same. He's carrying, still he has that same spirit and energy about him. The only difference is he's not playful on Earth. He is playful in the universe. The universe is his playground. And I love that. Very, very nice. Okay. The other thing that stuck out to me is when he said that oh God, wait a minute. He said something about protection. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay. And I asked him after he was zipping around, and I heard him say, it's my new job. That's his new job. Him zipping is his new job. I heard him say that. And then I said, well, what are you doing? I was trying to find out more information, right? What are you doing? What's your new job? What is it, Trying to keep him engaged. And then my voice kind of dropped a little bit. And then he said, protection of galaxies. And you can hear it. My voice got deeper. So he really came through to say, hey, my new job is I protect galaxies. And that's why I saw him zipping around so fast, because he needs to be able to go to different galaxies and fill in the gap and hold the light where it needs to be held. Because guys, if everyone in the world, and one of my actual subscribers actually emailed this to me, and it's beautiful, and I'm always going to use this because it makes so much sense. If everyone in the world, and his name is Nathan, so shout out to you, Nathan. If everyone in the world, you know, all of the light workers in the world, if we were all together in one place, guys, what would happen to the rest of the world? It would probably be destroyed from all the hate and all the pain, you know, and then what would happen to us? We would probably ascend right off of this planet, because we would be standing in that yellow energy, which is love, which is divine love. So when he said that he's protecting the galaxies, he's filling in the gap. Because I asked, how do you protect them? He said, with love, right? So he's basically filling in the gap where there needs to be a little bit more love here to balance out the hate. He goes there and he fills in the gap. The universe will always be in perfect balance, guys. Okay? We have to know that. So when something good happens to you, just know something bad will happen too. It's not bad per se. It's balance. That's how the universe works. Something good happens over here. Something bad happens over there. So we can all be in balance. It is still divine. Even when bad things happen, it is still part of the divine plan, right? Because it is all good in love, guys. Okay, so that is his new job. He's a guardian of the galaxies, guys. Beautiful. It's amazing. And so it just goes to show you that, guys, it's not every time you're going to incarnate back on the earth plane, back on the earth school. We are multidimensional beings. Even though his life as Eric Pascal is over per se, and now he has a new job, right? Because I got insight that when we take a life, when we take an existence to God, that's basically like sending us out on a job assignment, essentially. So, I mean, what do you do when you get done with your job assignment? You go home, right? It's really that simple. It's not complicated, you know? So, guys, just to point out that although he is guardian of the universe now, we are living our existences out at the same time. He's still living out the life of Eric Pascal, even though I'm talking to him about what happened in the past. Guys, there's no such thing as time. And I know it's a hard thing to wrap your head around, but you'll get used to it as these videos, as we start to get, you know, deeper into all of these lessons through these videos, right? But he's living everything at the same time, guys. So there is a part of him that is still married to my sister, living out that existence. And he said, I don't know if you heard on the tape, but he said interdimensional. And the way I said it was very slow and very like in syllables, because I saw in my mind's eye, interdimensional. He wanted me to know that is who he is now. He is an interdimensional being, guys. And I just did a quick Google search about that. And an interdimensional being, it suggests that it is an entity that can time travel and move out of the physical body into a spiritual one. So it makes sense. If he's going to be guardian of the universe, guardian of the galaxies, he would need to be able to time travel, right? I mean, there is no such thing as time, but to our human mind, we have to use words like that so it can make sense. So he needs to be able to go 2,000 years forward and 2,000 years back. Guys, all of this is happening at the same time. That is just the point that I'm trying to make, okay? All right. So the other thing I want to say is I asked him, let me go back. This is important. When he first passed away, this was around 2013, I saw an image of him in heaven. He was on the first level of heaven. I saw him and one of his cousins that had passed away, named Kevin. I saw them playing a board game together. So the first level of heaven, you're doing very similar things that you would do here on the earth plane. You know, it's just to kind of get you acclimated to move up the ranks. So I just want to point out that he is now in the upper realms of heaven. I got a sense of that when I was doing this, and also the job that he is doing now for the divine. You cannot get that job unless your soul has advanced. You start on the first level of heaven, and then you start to move up the 7 heavens, and then you go into the spaces beyond the heavens, right? Which we're going to talk about in another video, because I had the pleasure of talking to my mom, and that is where she is. So that's going to be a great video too. So I just wanted to point out that just in this short time, less than 10 years, he's now in the upper levels of heaven. And it's beautiful. I've been seeing his soul grow, and it is very, very beautiful. He said, I'm a man of prosperity, right? He said that he is a man of peace and of hope, patience. He's a prayerful man. He has everlasting peace and everlasting love. That is that completeness he was talking about. So when you're in spirit world, you know that you are the I am. You are God. You can't have everlasting peace and everlasting love unless you are talking from your spirit mind, right? So essentially what he is saying, he is God. And I'm going to point that out to you. We are all God. We are one in love. That's the whole point of this channel. I want to point this out to you. He said he's a man of prosperity. Then when he was saying, I am a kingdom, I couldn't fathom that with my mind. I am a kingdom. So I was saying, I have a kingdom. You can hear me. I'm like trying to get the words out. I have a kingdom. He corrected me. No, I am a kingdom. Guys, who is the great I am? Who do they say the great I am is? It's God. He said, I am. He's basically saying, I am God. Because that's the whole point, guys. When we leave from here, we join back into the collective. We are God. We are little particles of God. And when we leave from here, we join back. So I'm just speaking to him, the essence of his spirit. You know, our spirits understand that we're one. They understand all this, but we don't when we're in our earth mind. So we have to open our spirit mind, right? Which is the heart center, right? So that was just very, very, very beautiful. And I'm just so happy for him, you know? So then I asked him if he had any messages for his children, right? And I got an image in my mind that he was holding a football, right? And so then I specifically asked, do you have any messages for your boys? Because he was holding a football. And then he said, just love, you know, just love. And then I saw him holding the football, and the football was made out of 100% love. It was a ball of light, guys. And I got the sense that it was 100% love. That was a beautiful image. And then I didn't realize, it took me days after I thought back, my sister buried him holding a football in his casket. So that was him just reaffirming that, hey, I'm still holding the football. The football you placed, you know, in my casket, I'm still holding it. The difference is I'm holding love more, because that football that you placed in the casket, it's now made out of 100% love. Guys, that was beautiful. And that was just so powerful. Okay, almost done with my notes here. Guys, one thing I want to point out is when we went to his wake, I mean, there were thousands of people there. This man was very, very loved, okay? Very loved and very respected. Well, so many people stood up to speak, and they would say, hey, I would call him at 3 o'clock in the morning when I got off from work so that I wouldn't fall asleep on my way home. You know, and then all the stories start coming out, how he would do this for this person and this for that person and this for that person, and then for his family, for all his children, and for guys, it was like, oh my God, it's like we killed him. Everybody was just taking a piece here, a piece, until there was nothing left. Okay. And I'm not saying that's a bad way, but the life that he chose as Eric Pascal was a life of love and servitude because he served others. Guys, who else came into existence to live that kind of life? Yeshua Jesus, right? Yeshua Jesus lived a life of love and servitude. Now, I am not saying that Eric is Yeshua Jesus, but what I'm saying is he was in the energy of the teachings of the divine Christ, right? Because he was living a life of love and servitude, and ultimately he paid the ultimate price. He paid with his life. He gave everything to other people. There was nothing left for him, you know? That's a selfless life, guys. Tell me one person that you know that can be that selfless. The only other person I know is my mother. That's it. That's it. Not even myself. No. I got a long way to go for that. So that right there, that's beautiful. It makes sense why he says he's a kingdom now. He is the divine. He was living in the energy of the Christ, right? And we can all do the same. I got into a kind of a little dispute with someone, and they're like, and I'm like, why is everyone saying, oh, Jesus already did it. Yeshua already did it. Is that an excuse for you not to do it? No, we can do the same. That's the whole point, guys. Whether you believe in Jesus or not, that's here nor there. The energy of it is real. That we can come here and that we can change the course of humanity. And that's the energy that I'm living in through this channel, talking to you guys. I believe that I could change the course of humanity, right? And he did, and that's what he did. And this was a beautiful life, you know? It all makes sense now. This life he lived as Eric Pascal, oh my God. He was a saint. Everything he gave, he paid the ultimate price with his life. And it just goes to show you, you cannot look at someone and judge. I mean, this was a black man, you know, with cornrows in his head, you know, that was just understated. You would pass him by and you would not even know the soul, the beauty that resides inside, the love that resides inside of this man. So do not judge, guys. Do not judge. He was walking in the divine essence of the Christ every day of his life. And to my brother, I want to say, job well done. Job well done. Okay. He's done a lot for me. I thanked him on the recording. I'm not sure if you heard that or not. I'm not sure how much of it I played, but I did thank him. And then I saw him. He was young. He was wearing a white t-shirt. He was wearing some jeans that were brown. They were like jean shorts. And he was smiling. He had a little mustache. He was young. He was like, you know, early 20s, maybe. 19, 20, 21, you know, something around that age. But he was young. And then he made a joke at the end. He said, I'm forever young too. And I just laughed because that's my sister's saying. She's always like, forever young, forever young. And he said, I'm forever young too. And that was just a beautiful way to end it because that's his personality, right? He was just playful on earth and now he's playful in the cosmos. And I'm going to be following up with him, and I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to go to the spaces beyond the heavens, you know? And so, you know, I'm going to keep following up with him as well. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. That is it. I hope this brings healing to anyone that has lost a loved one. I hope this brings a little bit more insight to our soul's journey, guys. We're multidimensional. We never die. We never die. And this just proves it. Our soul is internal. And it's just going to keep going on to the next job assignment, right? So this is your job assignment, guys. Figure out your divine purpose and walk it out to the best of your ability, because that is your job assignment. It's not here for all the earth accolades and all the money and material things. No, you're going to miss the whole point of this life. Okay? Walk out your divine purpose. That is your job assignment from the divine source energy, God itself. Okay. Don't want this to be too long, but guys, I hope this brought someone healing. Anyone that has lost a loved one, You guys be well and everything in spirit. It's all good in love, you know? It is all good in love. That's what God said. Okay, guys, I hope this resonated with any of you beautiful people out there. Guys, I'm new on the YouTube. Support me. Please donate to this channel, guys. This is going to be big. I need millions of subscribers. I know exactly where I'm going. We're going to change the course of humanity itself. Guys, click on that notification bell because I'm going to be posting, okay? Like I said, I got to get up off the earth's skull. Done. This is it for me, guys. Last lifetime. Okay, what else do I want to say? Like the video, guys, I put everything I have into it, and leave some comments. Anything you want to ask me, leave it in the comment section. I will answer it. Yes, I will. Okay, guys, love is the way, forgiveness is the key, and truth is the light that guides us home. Be blessed.